Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tally the Votes. We are here in our penultimate episode for the season. And it was a pretty uneventful week, pretty predictable, except that I just want to start the show off with what in the frickin' Humpty Dumpty jumble of clothes was Julie Chen wearing tonight?
It was a little weird.
Did it was
It's a little
it
weird.
was
It was
okay,
like a
wait.
sleeping bag, right?
Okay, hold on. It was a floral button-up collared shirt that she had buttoned up all the way to the top with collars. And then a jacket over it, a blazer with the sleeves rolled up. Then a very car seat looking camel baby poop looking vinyl
Yes,
skirt
and it was
that
butt
buttoned
weird.
that buttoned up the middle, and then she was wearing those platform Escalade shoes,
Hey,
and I or whatever the hell
it's
the heck
been
you call it.
so
I
tame
don't
all
even,
season. It's like she had to take
y'all.
all of the bad outfits and put them into one.
Okay, I know that it's been a week. It's been a week. We've got another hurricane in Florida. Let's try to remember those people that are suffering right now with that. Uh, but I think maybe she hasn't slept more than 3 hours,
Yep.
like our good friend David here. Um, it was a hot mess. What do you guys think? The hair was good. She had like a little French knot going on with like the little swoopity boopity boo, and that was good. But the outfit was
This
The outfit
this
was
is all
weird.
lost on me. I don't recall any of this.
I felt like
The only thing I recall from a fashion sense is thinking that MJ's an attractive woman, but orange is not her color. It's
oh okay.
just not.
you know
It
what
didn't
though?
work for her.
Her denim two-piece dress was
I like
super
that.
cute on her though.
No, it
It's
was.
really
It
cute on
was, but
her.
Like
the
surprisingly
orange,
She's
she
warm.
looked
that
kind of like an Oompa Loompa or something. I
Yeah,
don't know
which
That's
what
is
the
was going
second
yeah.
on
time
with that.
she's worn that denim jumpsuit. I think
Mhm.
this is the second time.
It's super
And
cute.
yeah, I mean, that's not a look a lot of people can pull
No,
off,
it
but she
isn't.
does.
Yeah,
She really pulls it off. So good
she's
for
a
her.
beautiful,
But
beautiful young lady.
yeah.
Maybe not the smartest in the Big Brother gameplay, but
Okay, here's what Julie Chen looked like, guys, in case you missed it, which hopefully you've already watched it before you're listening to this.
that
Do
would be
you
weird if
remember
you
when
didn't.
we were do you do you remember when we were a kid they used to have that thing called fashion plates?
Yes, I have some still. I do.
Okay, and you got to pick the head, right? This
Yep,
is the
yep,
hairstyle I want. Then you got to pick the upper body, like the
yep.
blouse outfit. You put that on there.
And
Then
then
you
the
got to pick
long piece.
then the yeah, and the shoes. That's what she looked like. She looked like fashion plates that weren't meant to go together.
Yep. Mix and match. It's like your 5-year-old little sister came in and was like, "I
Okay,
want to make an outfit."
yeah, it was really weird, and but I
We
just
don't
had to
approve it. It
start
doesn't
with
get her.
that. That was for me. That was the most exciting thing tonight because everything
Yeah,
else was
yeah.
pretty blah.
I
Okay,
agree.
so
Well, especially when you've already seen the spoilers and you know what's going to
You
happen.
know what's
I
gonna.
You know,
tried, other than the ones you spoke about with us, I tried not to watch because otherwise tonight would have been super boring. So I kind of actually tried not to know anything that was going on.
I also did I did really well on just completely tuning out the week for the most part. But it didn't take but a breath to know what she was gonna do.
So
nothing really happened. I mean, it was like 5 days of nothing happening because they did,
okay,
you know,
so
they did the HOH and then the veto the next morning, then the veto ceremony the next afternoon because they wanted to put that all on Sunday.
Yeah,
So
right,
literally nothing has happened since Saturday in the house.
no.
right.
And it was very funny to me. Like the one thing that it did stand out from the week that I thought was really funny is this weird like energy that started happening where it's like we have to get rid of Rubina because she's actually a real threat. And I'm like, what is this? Are you just bored?
Well, a real
Well,
threat to get
you're just
votes from the jury.
rationalizing what you're
Yeah,
going to
like
do.
are you bored and you're trying to make your decision a little more spicy?
But
Like what?
was that happening on the live feeds or was that editing?
No, that was happening all week
No, it
long.
was happening for
It
real.
was.
It literally
And then
was.
but then here at the same time, and because they don't show all the diaries, obviously, but we don't know it was that just house talk, the things you could say out loud to make it like, oh, I don't know. So not to
No,
make
like
anybody
Kelsey
mad?
Chelsea really had kind of, again, Chelsea doing the things she does with Mackenzie, really started planting the seeds that Robina has people in the jury house that would vote for her. And
Well,
they
she
Yeah.
does.
got Mackenzie kind of stirred up and paranoid.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh, I have to cut Robina. And that was pretty much it.
So
Well,
like
the other
Cam and T-Core, they thought would vote for Rabina. I probably would agree with that.
Cam, no,
Sorry,
Chemo.
Chemo and T-Core. Whew.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably true.
Did you like Jag's assessment tonight?
I
didn't get to listen to it, so I'm just going to trust you.
To me, I don't know what that adds to the show. It adds no real value to me.
It's filler on a week when there's not a lot going on.
That's true.
Don't you think?
Well, but I mean, they gave the house guests cards and Chinese checkers, and there was probably some hijinks they could have shown,
Some hijinks.
And they were allowing them to nap as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
They've just given up with the napping thing, I think.
This is kind of like for college students. This is like dead week, right? It's right before finals.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of people left. There's not a lot of activities going on. There's not a lot of strategizing because honestly, it's really up to the person the only person who's voting.
Yeah. And the only time we really get something really intriguing, I think, at this point is if the two other people are both in an alliance with that person.
Right. If it's 2-on-2, that's when it's interesting.
If it's 2-on-2, correct.
Yeah.
Well, now it's 2-on-1, let's be honest.
Yeah, it really
correct. So we got to see inside the jury house and some of their comments when Chemo showed up with his tape.
And Angela is more obnoxious in the jury house than she was in the Big Brother house.
She's got lines to deliver.
It's like she's a bad actress trying to deliver lines.
Always. But she does when she says stuff about the game.
A third-rate
yes.
actress. This is Angela we're talking about. So
correct. Third-rate.
We got Kathy Giffords level celebrity.
I mean, at least Kathy Gifford's good at a little snark. I don't think Angela's been good at snark.
But when she has something to say about the game or a player who's playing, she's usually pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Right? She said it. She's like, Chelsea is playing this game. Like,
but she also is real bitter with Chelsea for throwing her out. So I'm not sure she's a vote for Chelsea.
She is, but I think she is smart enough to.
So? You think she's a vote for Mackenzie? I don't know. I think she's a vote for Chelsea.
I don't think so.
I think she's a vote for Chelsea.
And then Quinn only had things good to say about Chelsea. So I think
and then I gotta say this. I'm representing thing gets old. It's like I'm representing the Sheiks. I'm representing both three women, and that's never been done, even though it has.
Yeah, but
and why didn't Julie correct her on that?
At the same time, if you go. If you've got to have a reason to defend your purpose in the game, that's as good as any other reason.
Yeah, no, but if you're just trying to rationalize what you're doing, but the point is Robina's been saying it since like week 8.
I think Robina probably roller skates into a McDonald's and makes her order and says, I'm here to represent XYZ. That's Robina. She's like, I'm here, babe. I'm here. I think that's her energy.
Did you see? Oh, now we have to talk about the scandal. Do we know about the scandal?
Oh, there was a scandal?
Oh, yes.
Oh, what happened?
Yes, a sex tape came out of the Big Brother house.
Well, there's been a lot of those.
Wait.
Specifically.
From this season inside the Big Brother house?
Yep. It wasn't very graphic. I watched it, so you don't have to.
Okay, so who were the participants of said tape?
Robina and
Tucker.
And Tucker? Yeah, not surprised there.
And it popped out on Twitter, and Twitter removed it, but by that point it was everywhere.
Yeah, I thought it was because I feel like.
And the funny part is they're pretty sure somebody in production must have done it because it's not like anyone else has access to the footage.
Well, a lot, but I kind of
footage, unaired footage.
I feel like I kind of remember way back 18 years ago when that part of the season was happening. That there was some.
Well, 18 years ago they probably showed it.
No, she's making a comment about how long the season's felt.
Yeah, the whole second half of this season has really been trudging along.
I'm only because there's people in power and they are not shifting at all.
Exactly.
Well, and there's 2 people who have the ability to win
Yeah.
things and everyone else. And so it's Mackenzie's HOH, it's Chelsea's HOH,
Right.
it's Mackenzie's veto, it's Chelsea's,
Yep.
So
It's a tough.
Chelsea had
It's tough to make
So-
that entertaining.
so Chelsea had this week as HOH. You can do. Does everybody get to compete next week? Maybe I'm wrong.
they do.
Oh, they
Yeah,
do.
'cause
Okay.
they have to do the.
Okay.
They do the
so-
3-parter thing.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So one gets
Ooh.
eliminated, then the final 2 go after it. As I think, isn't that how it goes, Jamie?
Yeah.
Because there's
Sorry.
the tier. Yeah, they have like the
Okay, so
bracket.
they do the
The
3-parter.
bracket. That's the word I'm looking for.
Right.
Bracket.
And then basically the HOH just decides who they're bringing.
Yeah.
Right. So who do you guys think is going to be able to be the best 2 out of 3?
Mackenzie.
Well, it's either it doesn't matter, but here's the real question.
It's definitely not freaking Cam. Oh my gosh, that poor kid.
Yeah.
He actually said it tonight. He was like, I'm sick of not winning." Are you, dude? Are you really?
You know what
I know
though?
you got your little Tron outfit on, but are you?
I'm sorry that you're not good at competitions, Cam, because you are
Thanks.
just a cutie patootie and you seem like such an awesome, really nice human being. But boy, you cannot compete against these ladies and kicking your ass.
When Mackenzie and Chelsea were talking, and they were like, "He's lying. He's totally lying. What? He's not a D2 athlete." I was, oh my God. That's
That's
But
great.
like, who would go in there and lie about that? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
why?
and then
Why?
not-
How
and
would
then-
that help you?
And then not perform well.
I mean, if you're gonna lie about it, wouldn't you say D1? Like, why would you say D2? I mean, I don't know. It's very weird.
But I do love that he's all like, this stuff is hard. Football is easy. It's easy. This is hard. Okay. All right.
Okay. I mean, maybe if you played Big Brother for like 10 years, like you probably have with the football,
Yep,
maybe you'd
sure.
be
Do training,
a little
Yep.
better at it. But
So do we all agree it's probably very likely either Chelsea or MJ wins?
Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So
Well,
Chelsea
Yeah.
wins, she takes Cam for sure.
Yes. Yes. Because she's very smart when it comes to where her odds
Well,
are in the game.
Well,
Not
I mean,
only-
if she was very smart, MJ would already be gone.
Well, there is
but-
that. That's true.
True.
But
that's true.
she's smart enough to try to manipulate Mackenzie and getting the easiest people out of there.
Honestly,
And I think MJ's going to pull a jag and takes Chelsea.
Maybe.
and if she does, she loses, I think. Because I think
I do too.
Chelsea I think Chelsea will pull more.
So
Not-
so that means that she's actually pulling a Cody, right?
Yes. Well, yes. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Because of the outcome,
Mhm.
sure.
Yes.
Because
But
Chelsea,
the whole idea that I'm going to sit next to the best player or my ally or whatever.
Oh,
whatever.
no.
Tell yourself
no.
whatever you got to say.
Yeah.
But Chelsea not only has been able to win a lot of comps, she has actually been really good at the strategic moves that she's made. MJ, not as much.
And traditionally in Big Brother, the resume of being a challenge beast doesn't usually impress the jury as much as it does in like Survivor.
Y'all,
So
she is tied for the all-time
yeah.
most HOHs in the season. If she wins this next one, she takes that. Who
I
holds that now?
It's
Do you know?
Jag. It's Jag that owns
it
it
is
now.
Jag.
And,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he took it from Janelle. So I'd kind of
Yeah.
like a lady to own it again. Just saying.
How many
Yeah.
does he have?
I don't remember
What
what
is
the
it?
exact number is.
4 HOHs.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? I'm just saying, watching tonight and this week, you start to really see like the ladies have really dominated the game.
They
this
have.
season.
They have this season. They
No,
absolutely.
there's no doubt.
Every strong player has been a female, really, because they took what's his name out so early. Matt, thank you. So we don't know what he would have done. I mean,
Well, yeah,
presumably he
I
would
mean,
have done
a
something.
Matt Cedric
And no one else has been
Tucker
impressed. Well,
alliance
Tucker.
might have changed the
But-
game, right?
For sure.
but
yeah.
but Tucker was out. What he was like? What, fifth out?
I think
Oh,
it was
no,
a
it
little
was-
bit further than that.
I think
because
he was like, he
all
just
the
missed
AI
jury,
stuff.
didn't he?
Yeah. He was right before jury.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
just saying.
he was like 2 before. Was he 2 before?
He was like
jury?
10, so he
And
was
then-
like 8th out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because Joseph was the last before jury. That's what it was. And then it was Quinn first to jury.
oh yeah. You're right. No, they
So-
took those guys out and they dominated the men.
I think our predictions are pretty. I mean, there's really not a lot of room for error in
Well,
there.
But there's no way for me to win because if Chelsea takes Cam to the end, everybody's a loser.
There you go.
We need Tank Cam to go.
Yep.
Sorry, David.
Well,
Sorry.
I mean, if MJ wins, she'll send Cam home. I think she'll want to sit next to Chelsea, which is stupid, but
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yep.
well, I think part of it is she's a competitive athlete. She's like, I want to play the best, and I think it's
But you
stupid.
have. At
But
that
we've
point, you have
seen
played the best.
this on Survivor. We've seen
You've
it on
played-
Big Brother.
Yeah.
It's
You've
what they
played
do. But some people do that. They just feel like they're honor bound to take the best competition there is.
Also, she could have that, but I'm almost going to wager that there'd be like a 5% of that in her head, but 95% of it will be Chelsea telling her how quickly Cam's going to win. Cam is going to win. He's got this person's vote and this person's vote and this person's vote. And here's something.
No, he doesn't. He has no one's
No,
votes.
but that's all she has to say. And then Mackenzie's like, yes.
Yeah,
But
Cam
what if
will
Mackenzie's
win."
one of those people? Have you ever known anybody like this? And we all know somebody like this who tends to echo the opinion of the
The
last
last
person
thing
who
she
talked to
heard?
them.
Mhm. Yep.
Well, I mean, Cam has not done well in any challenge, but maybe he'd be able to explain.
Well, no,
to her that
but everyone
he's a
likes
better
him. I
person
mean,
to
that's
take
the
at end.
that's the biggest thing Cam has going for him is he
Yep.
has no blood on his hands and everyone
Sure.
likes him.
And I think Chelsea
There,
could
no
sell
one's
that
voting
to
for him.
Mackenzie.
Huh?
No one's voting for him, but Chelsea could sell that to Mackenzie because for some reason Mackenzie listens to everything Chelsea says and then does it. I'm like,
Oh man.
again,
Okay, you're probably right.
Well, and it's
Again-
interesting because Mackenzie is super smart. It's not like she's dumb.
no.
No.
I mean, she's
But-
dominating.
No, she's
but
trusting.
there's a
Yes.
difference between
Yes.
IQ and EQ, and she has
Yep.
no EQ. She
Right.
has no.
I think she has a very strong sense of naivete when it comes to trust.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Yeah.
and I mean, but even Big Brother sees it again. Like I said last week, like her comic is she's the robot, but you look at Chelsea's comic and she's the chip that controls the robot. Like it's there. They
But
see
did
it.
they? But the players didn't see it.
I don't know. I haven't heard them catch on to it out loud, but I
The funny
would
part is
bet
it
you-
hasn't even been that hard, that difficult for Chelsea.
No. But I would bet you if Quinn saw the comics or if
They all
even-
saw the comics. They showed.
Well,
it
they have
tonight.
now. But
Yes, but I
she
mean,
means
like-
people inside the house.
yes,
If those people had been there.
if the people in the jury house were in the game, but somebody like Quinn, he would have been like, "Oh, I see what they did there,"
Yeah.
that kind of thing. But Rubina wasn't going to catch that. Chemo probably wasn't going to catch that. Mackenzie probably
Hmm.
not. Cam definitely not. Like, I don't know if Chelsea did. But
Poor Cam. I don't know.
I
I
was-
don't even know what people are going to say to him when he
I'd
comes
kick
out.
it with him
Can
though.
you?
I'd kick it with him because he seems super chill
Sure,
and
but
nice.
can you imagine his friends? They're never going to stop teasing
They're
him.
gonna be
The
like,
dogs in the pound. Or
the
wherever they
dogs
are.
in the crib. Dogs in the
Because-
crib ain't gonna let up.
Yo, you might have been the last man standing, but you couldn't win nothing, and you couldn't beat none of these girls. Not a single one.
And how
like-
is it?
Woo.
How is it we don't get a damn call out and Julie has to encourage the call out?
Yes, but
I've
that was so
never
funny.
been madder at Julie in my life.
That's
Oh no, that was
because
so
there
funny.
is-
She was digging on him.
It's because there's a nucleus of evil inside of that woman. No matter
no
no matter how much she tries to tell us to do
She
right,
tries to pray it away, but you know.
those who are closer to God are also closer to evil. It's a fact.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So now that
Ah.
we've completely derailed, this isn't going to be a really long podcast because there's
No.
not much to cover until Sunday.
No.
But I kind of think we're all on the same boat. It's probably going to be Mackenzie. If she takes Chelsea, she loses. If Chelsea wins, she takes Cam, and Chelsea wins. in
I think
that.
if Chelsea ends up there against either one of them, she wins.
Yeah.
MJ can only
No.
win if she takes Cam, I think. But
When did T-Core get voted out?
Like 3 ago. Three ago.
Okay.
Is that a word? 3 ago? Three
So
people ago?
my winners pick lasted the longest.
three or
By
four.
three or
Three
four
or four.
votes.
Yep, it did.
I'll take that. He's considering he's done nothing the whole game. I'll take that.
You know what? Sometimes you can just throw your hat into the ring and still win.
Man, I tell you what, if either one of those ladies takes him at the end and he goes to give his final speech and he says this was all his strategy,
That's what he's gonna say. What else is he gonna say?
I mean,
I
it's
don't
Cam. I
know that
don't know
he's
if he
smart
will.
enough to even do that. Honestly, David, that's his only thing that he gets out of the people would be like, wow, he gives a great speech. But I don't know that he has that in him either.
I don't know either, because even when he was sitting
He
there
has no
trying to,
fire.
see, like when he's talking to Chelsea and Chelsea says, okay, we got to get Mackenzie to believe that Robina could definitely win this. He's like, I got it. And then he
Oh, I
went
got it.
in and he was in and he was like super convincing. But it's like he has to have
Chelsea
someone
was more
tell him.
convincing, though.
Yeah, it's like
Chelsea was more convincing.
someone's got to tell him, like, this is your job, and then he'll go and do
He
it.
needs
But
a coach at all times.
yeah,
Maybe Chelsea saw
there
that
you
early
go.
on. I'll be
Yeah.
his coach. I'll just tell him
Yep.
what to do.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I don't know
man.
if he'll.
Well,
It'd be cool if he did, though. Honest to God, I would be like, I would love it if he was able to lay everything out. But no, that's fan fiction, my friends.
Yeah,
Fan
no
fiction.
doubt.
I don't know. They got nothing in the house to do right now. They might as well be planning their speech.
Yep,
You know.
might as well make it good. So we've got it. It'll be interesting to not necessarily see the end or the winner. I hate to say that. But maybe we'll get some interesting reveals. Maybe Julie will give some updates about the crazy world, and I don't know. We'll see how it all goes. But
You know what? Maybe we'll get an update on Janky, whether they were able to like bring him back.
could you
know.
resuscitate that little monster?
That was unnecessarily.
Can you find his
cruel,
code?
The way
Can
they
you
did
like
that.
yeah.
Poor Janky. It's fine. He'll live to see another.
This
day, we all
this
know.
was officially the Janky season.
Yeah,
Um,
it definitely was the Janky season. So, okay, so are we going to do this on Sunday after the episode? Is that our plan?
I think
that's
we
the
should.
plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What time's it on? Does anyone know?
I don't know. I'm thinking 7:00. But
Well,
I don't
it's Sunday, so football will have a part to play.
know. That's right. We did
So,
talk about this. The football, the 60-minute football debacle.
football, 60 minutes. I think they're still showing Tulsa Kings. I'm not sure.
Is 60
remember.
minutes still even on?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. It's the
Every
longest
Sunday.
running TV show of all time, I believe. Come
Yep.
on now.
Tick tick
Um,
tick tick.
Who
tick.
watches it? Like my grandmother's grandma?
Yeah.
David, you're of an age that you should be watching the 60 Minutes now.
You
Watching 60 minutes.
I'm sorry. People who are afraid of actual journalism. I'm sorry.
It's fearful. It's so scary. Okay.
Actual journalism when they when they edit people's comments to make them say something they didn't say.
60 Minutes is amazing. Come on. It's a cornerstone.
Season.
Anyway,
Season.
They
finale.
actually gave a pretty good interview. I read some of it, but I didn't watch the show.
My favorite thing on any interview, 60 Minutes, everybody is Dayline, NBC, all of them. My favorite thing ever in journalism is when they feed the answer, so they'd be like, so you're saying you were terrified. I was terrified. They always do that, and they always get that response, man. It always works out for them. I love it.
Yeah, I always wait for the one person to go, no, I wasn't terrified. Where'd you get That's moronic?
You know what it is? It's like the
Yeah,
same
maybe
thing as
not
telling
terrifying.
Julie. It's the same thing as telling Julie how beautiful she is. One of these days, someone's going to go, no, I wasn't actually terrified.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
Julie, you're looking incredibly average today. Nice effort, but you didn't quite pull it off.
And you know what's funny? So she's so used to it, she'd probably start out going, oh, thank you. You too.
What did you see today? She said to Jag, she said, well, you don't have a song for me.
It's not going to happen every time someone sees you.
Okay, so we're gonna go like 10 minutes after the episode, so we'll like have hot takes on the winner and all that.
Yeah. And talk about whatever boneheaded decisions people make.
We'll make
Maybe they'll be smart decisions.
Okay, I think
I think there's definitely going to be we're going to see a montage that involves
Oh yeah,
some crazy eyes.
the
but
snuffing of the torches.
at least it's not going to be the torches and they go around and touch them and go and remember
I bet you
how
they will.
Oh, I hate that.
will.
That's like the worst
I
part
do
of the
too.
Survivor.
But we
season.
will end
agreed.
up having the mimosa breakfast.
Oh yeah,
Okay, but
It'll happen, which is basically Big Brother torches, honestly.
I think like one
they
night
sit
they
around
should
the
just
table and
like
talk.
they should just like put a keg of beer and unlimited wine in there and just see what happens.
They used to, and those were the good old days, my friend.
Those were the good old days where they were like counting down the moments till they knew
Oh my
wine.
God,
We're getting
like,
wine tonight.
The
But they would say that.
the angry birthday singing and the fights
The-
and the
but the-
throwing.
Well, it is the modern era. They could just airdrop some gummies in there.
They
That could be
could. It's
fun.
California
Do it.
even.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's legal and all.
And
say we
it's legal
suggest-
and it's legal in a majority
okay,
of the states,
so
isn't it?
what you were
Almost.
Well, we'll
saying-
see how Florida votes in a couple weeks.
Oh,
HOH
well,
baskets.
come on,
That's
Florida.
what they need. to
Yes
do.
on 3.
Get them on the
Yeah.
HOH. All right, guys, let's get the heck out of here.
All
David
right,
needs
well,
to go to sleep.
yeah.
He's been on
Yeah, quick-
hurricane
quick here.
watch for 24 hours, and now he needs his sleep.
I'm
He does.
saying.
He needs to sleep.
Okay, final predictions.
And
Final
Chelsea's the
predictions,
winner.
Jamie.
Chelsea.
Chelsea's the winner.
Okay, I say MJ wins the competition, takes Chelsea, and Chelsea's the winner.
Yeah.
If it's that boneheaded, you know what? That'll be fun.
My real hope is at the end, Jakey comes to live and says, "I'm the real winner, bitches," and then slams all the doors on them, and no one leaves.
makes them sing the song one more time.
One more time. Oh my
Um,
god, that's gonna happen. Oh, why did you say that? They're gonna sing.
Well, guys, if anything jumps out at you or you think of any sort of twist at this moment in the game, come on over to Tally the Votes on Facebook, Tally the Votes, or come over there and chit chat about whatever, or email us at tallythevotes, that's for Crazy Hank, at gmail.com. And yeah, that's it. We'll see you on Sunday. We'll have a winner.
All right.
Winner. There'll be a
Love
winner,
it.
but you'll still be a loser. Okay, just
Love
kidding.
one another.
Stop
Absolutely.
that. Bye.
Bye, guys.